All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining this broadcast. A beautiful morning, beautiful morning. I'll be right back. I'll be back with you right. All right, welcome one more time. I can spot favor. Oyinbo. Oyinbo mi. Oyinbo mi da. All right, Zenab, Sule, God bless you. Any Julius, you know what I'm saying? We are giving baritone with Julius here. Olórí ẹwà Tómi, Lara Akiode, MS, Sadiq, God bless you. Eileen, Reina, God bless you. Agnes Ngweze, good morning. The snow here is like Gary Egba. For real, there is snow at the back of my house here too. There is snow here. It's probably like 0.2 inches of snow. I'm really sorry about that. Thank you very much, Trending Timmy. All right, good morning, everybody. Shola Teluwo, Mamani, you know. Shola Teluwo, Mamato Sipepe, Mamato Prosper. Oluwajuwolo Motayo, Omo Chioma, how you doing? Salewa Daniel, Layo Oshe, God bless you. Stony, Ulugbade, God bless you. Thank you very much, everybody. If I didn't get to pronounce your name, I love you. Femi Michael, how are you doing today? All right. So you are from Edinburgh. You know me, I call it Edinburgh, but people in the UK, they call it Edinburgh. It's like, what is Edinburgh? I look at this spelling, it's Edinburgh, it's Edinburgh. I was like, me, I don't see anything bra in this one. All right. But if you like it, you can call it Edinburgh or Edinpata. Anyone you like, you call it. It doesn't matter to me. All right. So good morning, everybody. Thank you very much for joining this episode of my show. We're going to be talking about something very deep today. Something very, very deep today. All right. But before I go, I believe that I should quickly just say this. Edinburgh. Edinburgh or Edinpatani. You know what I'm saying? Omo Chioma, I call you again. All right. Adebisi Odunsi, God bless you. Now, I want to do something very important. I want to talk about something very, very important today. But before we go there, let me say this real quick. I noticed one thing, that there are some people that are super serious people. Super serious people. Mama Yetunde Olaguju, love you. You know what I'm saying? Monisola Bangbalasha, Mamanie, all the way from Baltimore City, Mamanie, Bangbalasha, Idowumi Popola, Popola da only. Now, there are some people, they are very, very serious people, super serious people. There is nothing that can be funny to them. They don't see jokes. Let me tell you something, you will die young. You're going to die young if you don't understand. You see, there is a lot of stuff to do in life. So much places to go, so much food to eat, people to meet, fun things to do, jokes to crack. When you laugh, you are actually taking a lot of stress off of your heart when you laugh. You see, when you're talking about humor, talking about jokes, and that's why you see a lot of people during this lockdown, they actually gravitate towards jokes online. They go to watch Baba, what do you call it? Wuli Agba, Wuli Arole, Uncle Shaggy, and all of that stuff, just because they just want to laugh. They just want to laugh and just take a little bit of weight and burden off of their neck. But if you're just super serious, there is anything you see is always about serious. Take it easy. You're going to die young. All right, you need to take time to unwind. You need to just loosen up a little bit. All right, laugh. Let people crack jokes around you and then see the joke there, laugh. Everything is not about seriousness, seriousness, seriousness. That's why I can't survive where people are too serious. I cannot survive where people are too serious. If you are too serious for me, I'm going to walk away from you. For real. If you're the kind of person that is too serious, you are oversensitive kind of person, they can't crack a joke next to you, you'll be doing, Listen, this is a joke. It's a joke. Somebody cracked a joke, sometimes ago he said, anytime I want to talk about question, I say, question. I started laughing. I was like, that's the way I pronounce it? I said, yeah. I said, my God. I said, I'm a bad person. I started laughing. And at the end of the whole stuff, the guy said, like, that didn't bother you? I said, bother me how? I see jokes in everything. Every little thing I see joke in it, so I laugh. I have to laugh it off. I'm not supposed to now just be there and just be whiny and be angry for no reason. The time I'm supposed to spend being angry, I spend that time laughing. I spend the time laughing. So if you're the kind of person that is always 24/7 person that is always over serious kind of person, I really don't appreciate those kind of people. For real, I don't. I don't appreciate people like that. Try and see jokes in things. Laugh. I shared with you guys one time like that. I went for to a place. Somebody called me and said, oh, your friend's mom just passed away. Oh my God. So I drove down there. And when I got there, my own mother passed away like about 2 years before. So I walked over there. And when I saw him, I saw him on the couch. Was like, and then the moment he saw me, he said, "Shola, mommy tiku, money momo, mommy tiku niye, mama tiku niye, mama kuniye finally." You see, the people that are all around the place are looking at me like, I'm really what's wrong with this man? And he's a old man. Why is he doing this? This guy is saying Mama Tiku and he's saying Mama Kuni, Mama Kuni Muni. Then later I started, I said, welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. Mama Etiku is now. So, and I continue to repeat the same thing. I said, Mama Etiku niyo, Mama Etiku finally. So, everybody in the place, they just started laughing and stuff, started laughing and everything, including himself. And then his uncle that's been trying, all day, trying to make them to stop laughing, stop crying. The uncle started laughing and he stopped. And at the end of it all, they asked me to pray. And I said, listen, ladies and gentlemen, every one of us, we're going to die one day. There's nothing you can do about it. We are going to die one day. I said, just let us thank God that the woman died in Christ. That's it. There is no amount of crying that will bring her back. We're supposed to celebrate life. Celebrate life. So what I did was I left, and then the second day the uncle called me and said, hello, Pastor Jola, are you still coming? Are you still coming today? I said, why do you want me to come? He said, oh, they started crying again. I was like, oh, you want me to come and warm them up? How you doing? It's snowing in New York City. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't know it's snowing in New York City. Come on. Do you want me to send you tickets so you can fly down to Texas and just come and warm up yourself a little bit? Now, if you go to a place where someone that is very young, maybe like around 20, 25, 30, just passed away, you don't go there and crack jokes, because that kind of situation is different. You don't go there to crack jokes. You have to understand that when you go there, you know exactly what to say and all kinds of stuff. And no amount of crying will actually bring anybody back. Now, what am I saying is that it's actually very good for us to loosen up. Stop being too serious. Stop being too serious. It's never going to bring anything to you. You're going to be sick. You're going to be lonely. And then sometimes people die young because they are too serious. All right? When you laugh, laughter is medicine. Laughter. When you laugh a lot, it's medicine. And that's what I engage. You see, when I was working with CAC, I was working with CAC Church. These people, I'm really sorry to tell you, very, very terrible people. I'm so very sorry to tell you that. Very terrible people. The kind of games that they play, you can't beat them to their games. No, you can't. They showcase holiness. They showcase holiness like this, the kind of outfits they wear, they take their earrings are not there, and all kinds of stuff and everything. But behind the scene, these people are terrible people. So for you to survive in that place, because they will always want to make you to look like you're stupid. They want to make you to look like you're the sinner, you are the stupid person. All right. So I survived with my kind of character. You can't imagine Pastor Shola pastoring a CAC church, right? It's impossible. If you can think about it, that Pastor Shola can pastor a CAC church, it means that you don't know me. It means you don't know me. But with the kind of person I am not supposed to be a candidate to pastor a CAC church. All right? Or else I'm going to be digging my own grave by myself. But I was in that church for 9 years. I pastored the church for 9 good years. And somebody asked me, how managed? How did you manage to survive for 9 good years? I said, actually, I go to panel every time. They call me to panel all the time, asking me questions about why did you put a light? Why are you people wearing pants? Why are your youth wearing pants? Why are you doing this? Why did you put a disco light in church? They ask me all manners of questions and stuff. They ask me all manners of questions and stuff, for real. But see, my instrument was laughter. I create jokes out of every little thing. I will smile, I will laugh. Even when you are insulting me, I'm actually going to be saying, hey, this, I'll just laugh. When I come to the midst of the pastors, oh my God, you see, it's like you are inside the den of snakes. They will not tell you what is inside of them. They will tell you what they think you should hear. And that's not exactly what they mean to say. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm just telling you the truth here today. I'm only saying the truth. I just feel like saying the truth right now. All right. Just to be able to make you to understand where I'm coming from. How do I end up like this? Because I don't want to be an hypocrite. I want to be real in my life. I want to be this real guy. But, to be real is not really popular in the life that we live these days. To be real, it's not popular at all. It's not popular at all. Because when you're real, people believe that you're arrogant. They believe that, oh, why is he attacking people? They believe, oh, he's actually attacking people and all kinds of stuff. That's when you are real. When you're real, people don't like you. I don't really want people to like me. I just want to do my thing. I want to be able to just go to sleep and wake up, eat, and just feel fine. That's all I need. I don't care if you like me or you don't like me. That's your own palaver right there. Now, you enter into the midst of the pastors. The pastors are snakes. The snakes, every one of them, they're snakes. All right, they're snakes. They're very wicked people. You see, they tell you what, they smile at you, they do all manners of things behind your back. They say something different. You see, it would have been good for people to be able to come out and say, Pastor Shola, Eshemigo, you've done something wrong. No, they won't tell you that. They will never come to you to tell you, oh, Eshemigo. They will go behind you. And these are people that preach holiness. They preach forgiveness. But they don't forgive themselves. Oh, you will never believe me, man. I don't know why I'm saying this anyway, because I know you guys will never believe me. You won't believe me at all, because you look at them up high up there, because they put 3 chairs on top of the altar. You think they're second in command to the Holy Spirit. They're not. They're not. They're fake people. Very fake. Very fake people. What they do in church is different from what they do when they go home. What they do inside church is different. You see, right now as I am, I feel more relaxed, comfortable in my own skin. I love myself. I don't have to play games. I don't have to be a politician anymore. While I was there, I actually turned myself into a politician. I turned myself into a politician. I have to play the game. I couldn't be myself. To be yourself is actually not going to be right in the midst of people like that. And another thing is that you're supposed to trust a Christian brother, but you can't trust those people. You can't. If you say something right now, it's going to go to where it's not supposed to go to. That I preach a message in the church. Just imagine you preaching in your church, and before you get to know with the general overseer or whatever it is, the senior pastor already heard about what you preach. Probably somebody recorded it on a voice note and sent it to them. This is what the guy said. Oh, he said this in church. You begin to see, okay, now are we really serving God or we're serving man? I see all that. So I had to put myself. In a kind of a mode that every little thing must look like a comedy to me. Every little thing must look like a comedy to me. So when you do something, I look at it and I just laugh. And every time people see me at a conference meeting, pastors meeting, and all kinds of stuff, they look at me and say, Pastor Lai is always cracking jokes. Pastor Lai is always laughing. That guy is always happy. Maybe the guy is on drugs. Maybe he's taking drugs or something or whatever. No. I'm not on drugs. I just assume that position. I assume that status. That I have to become a comedian to be able to live in the midst of snakes. I have to pet the snake on the head. I have to, feed the snake. I have to do, Mr. Snake, how are you? How are you doing? I have to do all of that stuff for me to remain alive. All right? For me to remain alive, apart from the ones that we see in Revelation, there are some that they see fake revelations, they cook up story because of what they've heard. Now, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. Because of what they've heard about you, they cook up a revelation based on what they've heard about you, and they say, the Lord said. That part of it is what actually is baffling me. That those people that always see revelation to you, they couldn't see coronavirus. So I'm like, you see revelation of me every day. Say, if Pastor Lai is doing this, Pastor Lai that, Pastor Lai this, you see revelation of me every day. But you couldn't see coronavirus. I say, are you serious? Are you serious? Come on, man. Are you really serious? You didn't see coronavirus, and then God didn't tell you the solution to coronavirus at all. That's another thing. That's another thing I want to quickly just ask all those women that see revelation. The Lord said, Oluwa has not spoken how coronavirus is going to end. You've not seen the coronavirus thing? I don't know. For real. I see that sometimes I just look. One of them actually approached me one time. I bought a ticket. I was supposed to go to Nigeria to see my wife, after 2 years or something, and I got there. I was in the church and the woman can say, Oluwa sọ pé kẹ́ travel ní àkókò yìí o. Mo ní sí òsínmà. Ewu ńlá kan bẹ lọ́nà àmú yẹn. Ewu kọ́. Ewu ni. Alẹ́ òrí ńlẹ́kọ́ mi jù mẹ́rin. Tọ́mọ eku lóṣòro. And then, so what I did was like, I didn't tell her. I said, oh, thank you, ma. God bless you. Thank you for sharing this deep secret with me. So she left. When she left, me, I carried my bag. I went to the airport. Jump on the place. I went to hang out with my wife for 3 weeks. When I called back, she was the very first person I called. Hello, Mama. I just landed from Nigeria. Pastor Shola, papa lọ́nà. I mean, no. Alẹ́ ò lè lẹ́kọ́ mi jù mẹ́rin tọ́mọ eku lóṣòro. Èmi ti wà ní inú òjìji Elédùmarè lèmi ń gbé. Do you believe that? Do you really believe that kind of stupid stuff? Seeing stupid revelation and all kinds of stuff on me? So they cook up all those kind of stuff and nothing's happening. They just pretend to be holy. They're not. Those people, they pretend to be holy. They're not. You don't want to offend any of them. They will never forgive you in your life. And one thing I want to tell you is this. Any pastor that leaves their church, that will be the end of relationship with that pastor. They will never talk to you again. They see you as a devil. The moment you resign or you leave their church, you become a devil to them. Very terrible. Very terrible. The moment you leave, you become a devil to them. Other people, other churches like Daystar. Daystar, People leave this stuff to go and start their own ministries and stuff. They become the sons of Sam Adeyemi. If you should venture to leave their CAC church, you become the enemy. They hate you. They don't want to see you at all. And anytime they see you, they even lie on you. They lie on you. They tell you you have stolen microphone. You have stolen one thing or the other. They lie. They just look for a way to actually mess up your character. They mess up your character. Very funny people. So I believe one thing. One thing I believe is that I just want to be me. I want to be a Christian. I don't want to be a religious person. I want to be a Christian. That's what I want to be. And I want to remain a Christian. I don't want to lie to myself. A lot of them, they lie. Some of those pastors, they lie to themselves. They come to the conference and say, I'm not being paid salary. Not knowing that they are collecting $5,000 salary in their churches. They come to lie. Just imagine, why are we pastors for when we come to tell lies? Pastors telling lies. Pastors telling lies. I don't understand. Let me just leave that. Let me leave that on the side before I'm going to actually offend some people. I don't care anyway. You can be offended all you like. That's your own palaver. But go home and think about it. You can wear all the bend down boutique. Just imagine they will wear bend down boutique in America. So when they go to Nigeria, they start wearing Gucci. Just think about that. They wear Gucci in Nigeria, they wear bent down boutique in America where they collect money. They collect money in America, so they wear bent down boutique. Say, God is good, hallelujah, somebody. We don't have to look for money. Wealth is of the devil. You're supposed to look for the kingdom of God. But they have mansions in Africa. But they have all these mansions in Africa. They have all these big cars in Africa. They wear Gucci when they go to Nigeria. But when they come to America, they make you feel like heaven is the only thing they are targeting. Heaven is the only thing they are targeting. And then one day you will catch them. When you now catch them, you see them in Nigeria wearing Gucci and their jacket is always on point. And you look at them like, whoa! Excuse me. You told us not to look for all these Mercedes Benz and the nice jacket and shoes and Gucci and all that stuff. Why are you wearing them right now in Nigeria? Because they know when they wear it in America, you won't give them any money again. You won't give them no money. Oh my God. This is not where I'm going this morning. This is not where I'm going. I'm going somewhere else. The part I ate too much, that I ate so much, is the part of lack of forgiveness. They don't forgive nobody. They don't. They preach about it. In your media debody. I need the They will say all manners of things like that, but when it comes to them practicing it, they can't practice it. They can't practice nothing. Forget it. They can't practice anything. Well, that's not where I'm going. I just wanted to let you know that I developed a strategy, and that strategy is that I laugh a lot. I just crack jokes a lot. I see jokes in every little thing. Every little thing, I see jokes in it. So I'm not this oversensitive, over spiritual kind of person. I balance my life. I live the normal life and I live my spiritual life at the same time. I'm not in heaven yet. I'm on earth. So I'm going to enjoy like people on earth should enjoy. I go to parties, man. I just be invited to another party today. Somebody just comes and say, are you coming to this party? I said, Talon calling me. Talon calling on ya. Anybody don't call me. I will dance, but I don't go spend money. Bagbush. Bagbush. Kó lọ gbàgbé oṣù mi nínú olówó ó lè kọrin tó bá wo ti gbowó ṣẹ́ ẹ̀ o mi ò nínú olówó tó bá pè mí o màá lọ jó ń bẹ̀ o mi ò nínú olówó. So I go to parties, man. I unwind. I kind of like try to be good to people, enjoy my life, have a normal life. Unlike some people. They love to go to party, but they cannot go because they have already created a kind of a lifestyle of they're very holy. We are very holy. If we go to party, people will say, we are not holy. Esther, why are you looking like my bling bling necklace? Go and sleep, Joe. Go and sleep somewhere. Leave the Christmas tree alone. What is your concern about the Christmas tree? Leave the Christmas tree where the Christmas tree is. Let's talk about the business of today. So, let's get on business today, quickly. Now, marriage is very complicated, ladies and gentlemen. Marriage is very, very, very complicated. It's not somebody anybody should just jump into. If you jump into marriage, you're going to jump out. You have to be very prepared for it, well prepared for it before you can actually jump into the old stuff. Yes, Chinedu Ogbogu. Yes, I drink wine. I drink red wine. If you care to know. Enjoy, Esther Omotayo. Oh, ma cracky joke, ma cracky seriousness. Enjoy. So marriage is actually very complicated. You don't want to jump into it because you will jump out of it. All right, you're going to jump out of it. Now, when you look at marriage is actually two sides. And the two sides are supposed to now be worked upon to become one. Two sides coming to become one. And that's the reason why the Bible says, for this reason, the man will leave his father and leave his mother and shall cleave to his own wife. And the two of them, God was able to recognize that there are actually two at a time. At a point, there were two people, two different people. But the moment they join together, they cleave together and they become one flesh. So in the journey of living together, cleaving together, joining together, that's where we have problems. The problems will come during that moment of we trying to cleaving, joining together. It's a time that is so difficult. It's a time that is so difficult to work on. Cleaving together. Cleaving together. That's the time that is difficult. People don't have the time to be able to cleave. They don't have time for cleaving. To cleave together, to join together, to become one flesh is always very challenging. Now, don't forget that the man is coming from a different family. Now, he said, I'm leaving my father and mother. He's not leaving what they have put into him. He's not leaving what they have invested into him behind. He's bringing what they have invested into him into the marriage. And likewise, she is bringing exactly what they have invested into her, into marriage also. So two different people now coming together to become one flesh. So the problem now, the problem right now is that how can we now cleave together even though we are coming from two different backgrounds, two different understandings, two different culture, two different tradition, to now become one flesh. To become one flesh. It's not a major problem right now in marriage. Now, when you find the right man or you find the right woman, just let's say you find the right spouse, after praying for a while and stuff like that, and God now say, okay, don't worry, I'm going to give you a very good wife or a good husband and all that, and you're so fortunate to find one. So what next? You see, the problem is that what next, sometimes don't normally come to mind. Like you don't bring that question out. You always kind of like just look at it like, okay, everything is fine right now. Everything's going to work correctly. Everything's going to work right. No, everything is not going to work right. The moment you find the right person, that's the beginning of the work. That's when you need to start working. You need earrings. I know, you can send me some. Oh, Matayo, you can send me some of it. So send me earrings. I'll be able to wear them. I'll wear them if you send me some earrings also. I'll wear them. I don't care. You think I care? I'll put them on. If you want me to put them on, I'll put them on. You know what I'm saying? All right. So it will come to mind. It's actually the major problem right now that people don't ask themselves, how can I make this work? How will I make this work? How would this one be able to work? All right? To make it work. So when you are able to find the right person, the next question you're supposed to ask yourself is that how can I make this to work? How can I make this to work? Making it to work is not a problem. And like I've been saying for a long time right now, the place of sacrifice at work is very important. Sacrifice at work, very important. Like I said the other day, I do wake up like around 4 5 in the morning because I love my environment to be clean. And it's not like my wife doesn't like the environment to be clean. She wants to get up in the morning to go to work. I don't have to go to work. I work from home, so I'm always home. So why don't I just wake up in the in the early morning and just help to clean? So what I do is that I go straight to the kitchen and I clean up the kitchen. I put all the dishes inside of the dishwasher. I turn it on and I go to the living room. Then I start cleaning from there. Then when I'm done, I go straight to the kitchen and cook breakfast for the people who are still sleeping. All right. And then I go to the bathroom. I take all the trash out, everything in the kitchen out, straight to the garbage can outside. It's easy for me. Then I'll sit down to catch up on the news. As the breakfast is actually cooking on the stove, I'm catching up on the news at the same time. So I'm able to sacrifice that part of my life to be able to make my marriage to work correctly because I actually want it to work correctly anyway. It's a mindset. The moment you have a mindset to have a happy home, you're going to do everything possible to make it work. If it's about you washing the dishes, if it's about you cooking, if it's about you cleaning the living room and cleaning the backyard, taking the trash out and all kinds of stuff, you just got to do it because you already have the mindset. I need to make my life easy and I need to make my marriage work. The second thing I do is that when there is any kind of situation in my marriage, I called for a meeting. I want to hold a meeting and I'll sit down and we'll actually talk about it. What is it that is making you behave like this? Or what is it that I'm not doing? Or what are those things that I'm doing that is making you to behave this way? I noticed this, I noticed that. And then we talk about this stuff like, maturely, and then sometimes I raise my voice. Sometimes I'm going to raise my voice because I'm human. I'm human myself. I raise my voice. So I raise my voice, without losing that understanding that I'm not talking to a goat. All right. I don't lose the understanding that I'm not talking to a goat. I'm talking to a human being who is not just an ordinary human being, but another part of me. So I always understand that. So I keep that on the side. All right. So I do that. And then when it comes to the issue of money, I always want to, get to understand why do we need to spend this much? And if you are able to convince me, then why not? Let's go ahead and do it. But before we get to do it, I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking in my head. I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking in my head, what I think should be done. Should be done. If I feel that, okay, we have a plan for the future, we need to buy a house, we need to buy a car, we need to buy one thing or the other, and I'm trying to save for it, I'm going to let you know that, honey, we can't go into that right now. Remember, we already put a plan together in January, and by the month of November, we must buy a new house. And to buy that new house, we need $15,000 as down payment. And that is exactly what I'm working on. All right, because I'm the one that is the manager. I'm the finance manager in the home. So I take care of the money, I take care of savings, I take care of spending. So I have that authority to advise my wife this and this and this. It's what we need to do. What we need to do. And then we go ahead and do those, those things. That's my responsibility. So it's a mindset. So I put myself into that place to be able to make sure things must work correctly, the right way, without any kind of problem. So, for you to have a kind of a peaceful marriage, you have to sacrifice for it. And I sacrifice for it because I actually have a lot of women trying to have me. A lot of women, they're looking for me. I love those women too, for real. Mi ò ní parọ́ wọn, mo like àwọn obìnrin yẹn. Àwọn obìnrin yẹn wọ́n sí pẹ́pẹ́ dànù dànù, wọ́n wá pa wọ́n bu ata gidi, àwọn ọmọ tó lẹ̀ pa, tán ga, tán sí, tán wá òkè, àwọn sọ̀rí gidi, àwọn ọmọ tó sọ̀ títí gbogbo ẹ̀ yọ jáde, tí gbogbo ẹ̀ wá òkè. But the issue is that even though I like them like that, I want to have them, I still have to talk to myself. Listen, man. Listen, bro. You can do this right now. I said, come on, man. Why can't I do this right now? I love what I'm saying, man. They're sending me letters, man. They're sending me all kinds of love letters, man. You know what I'm saying? I like this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to do this stuff, man. He said, no, you can do it. And do it and die. I said, all right. He said, whenever the Holy Ghost is reminding me do it and die, then I actually give up. I said, okay, what's the problem? I like the village. I'm a Mr. Kunani. What's the problem? It's okay. The next I really don't want to agree with people that a man is a polygamist by nature, but I kind of think so. It's actually correct. We look at different sizes and different Bakasi, different everything, different attack and stuff like that. This is all is funny morals, man. I want to give you funny morals. You want to try them out. I don't care how Holy Ghost you may be. I don't care maybe you are born again for 25 years. When you see a pointed breast, you will know. I'm not kidding. When you see a pointed breast, you will know. Your Lord, one. They don't have to tell you when you see a Bakasi that is on point. Say, I will leave. I will leave one bit. Cool, say. So you will know. Nobody needs to tell you that. You don't need a prophet to tell you this is a fine girl. You will know this is a fine girl now. You get attracted. You will suddenly get attracted. But something will tell you on the other side and say, wow, cool. Wow, cool. So whenever that stuff is telling you wow, cool, that's the time that you need to take it easy. For real, I'm not kidding. No. Yeah, I'm not kidding. For real. It's only some people without self-control, they will jump on it. Some people without, you see, every man, you get one. You go and ask them. They will tell you, when you are trying to approach the girl, something told you, don't do it. Something told you, don't do it. But the issue is that, no self-control, you jump on it. Now, some women, they look at different men too. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? But I know, Uluwaju Wolomotayo must have been looking for one six-pack guy somewhere looking at, six-pack guy, Lily, you. Esther Omotayo got him, I'm going to see six-pack guys, not belly flat, son. What are you talking? Ọláyínká Sànúsí àárọ̀ láàárọ̀ báyìí tó bá ti jí bá ló máa ń wá àwọn boys kiri pé àwọn boys tó find aládùúgbò yìí o àwọn dà ó. We have to be honest, man. Idowu Popola is the only one I can trust. I can trust Idowu Popola because Idowu Popola will give you help. Kò kí àǹtí ẹ̀ ò bá ní 7-pack ẹjọ́ ilé ayé ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Owó lòun lé kiri tiẹ̀ owó ló ta sí. Tó bá ti lówó lọ́wọ́ don't come to Idowu Popola. If you have money come to Idowu Popola ẹ̀hẹ́ wàá jẹ́ lọ. 6-pack ọ̀rọ̀ Ìdòwú lára Ìdòwú kẹ́ 6-pack Ìdòwú. You are joking. Come and bring your 20 packs. You will not be looking at it like talo help. Could help nobody now. Olúwẹ́jú wọn lọ́mọ táwọn kùkúmbà ló wá kiri Jésù Kristi kùkúmbà gbàǹgbà gbàǹgbà nìyẹn ìyá wa fi àwọn kùkúmbà tó lágbára tó lé koko. Esther ni me I know dey look at me spirit koko. Which spirit koko are you? Onírọ̀ ni ẹ́ onírọ̀ ìwọ tí mo ká ẹ mú lójú ẹlẹ́gbàá tó lọ́wọ́ bọ̀bọ̀ kan. See, me I always look at guys with nicely trimmed beards and clean. All right, All right, so let's go ahead quickly. So it's kind of like that. That we men, we go into that with what we see, and when we see beautiful girls, we don't need people to tell us this beautiful girl. And you know, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder anyway. The person that is looking at the beauty will be the one to say this is beautiful. And what is beautiful to you may not be beautiful to me. Two different things. All right. Now, there are so many women in the society today. These women are super blessed. When I say super blessed, I mean blessed by God to find the right men for their lives. But you know one funny thing about women is that they are more like Oliver Twist, just like men. They're looking for more. They want more. They want more from the relationship. They want more. If you ask women today, what is it that you see about your man that you don't like? Or maybe what do you think that you need your man to do that he's not doing right now? Or what you need him to have that he's not having right now? You'll find out that many of them will tell you something like, okay, I need him to have a cucumber instead of a carrot. You know, women will say that it's because of they are not grateful. They are not really grateful. They are not super grateful for what God has given to them. God gave you a carrot, but the carrot is giving you a peace. It's giving you peace, giving you prosperity. It's giving you everything. But when you ask them, they will say, "Oh, I'm looking for Titanic. I don't want just ordinary boat. I need a Titanic." So you see that, you know, we have wives that are actually not grateful. They are ungrateful when it comes to some certain things. Um, there are so many men that try carrot now punishment. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? That you say carrot is punishment, right? You know what I'm saying? All right. So the issue is that, you know, people just are not just grateful. It doesn't really matter if they're women or men. It's just unfortunate. I've never had men say, "Oh, this person's got a big vagina or a small vagina," but we hear women say it's got a big penis or a small penis or a tiny penis. All right, men don't talk about how big the vagina is. All right, and they don't talk about that. And I think they should be talking about that just to make women feel bad too. Because you make us to feel so bad, you make us to feel so bad that we have carrots instead of cucumber and stuff like that. But we don't talk about the size of your vagina. No, we don't. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. Come on, come on. Olayinka, we don't talk about how big vagina is. They talk about how wide it is. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. All right. So you guys come and be talking about he's got a carrot instead of a cucumber. That will make us to kill ourselves. We can jump off the bridge just because of what you're saying. We can jump off the bridge too. All right. They talk about loose vagina. You guys are very, very funny people. You guys are very funny people. Men who don't like Omiokun, River Niger. I don't know what you guys are talking about. All right. So we don't talk about it. We don't talk about, oh, the vagina is too big or the vagina is too deep or whatever. But you guys talk about the cucumber and you say, oh, is a cucumber, I need a cucumber instead of a carrot and stuff. His vagina is not grabbing. Yeah, I know. All right, that's fine. So you know, and all that is still, you know, not being grateful, not being grateful for what God has given unto you. You see, it doesn't matter if that person is having carrots or a cucumber, or maybe the vagina is big or it's tight, loose or shallow. It's all about the gift of God. It's all about being thankful to God for what God has given unto us. And then we look for a way to make it work. We look for a way to make it work. Um, Another thing that we talk about is a lot of women don't thank God because they are able to find a hardworking man. If you ask them, what kind of a man do you want? They want a man like Bill Gates, Dangote, or Tedola, and all that. It's because they're not grateful. The man that is hardworking today, who is a mechanic or a carpenter, can actually be comfortable in life. Will be comfortable in life um, to be able to make enough money to feed his family and to do whatever. Or maybe he's a IT guy, maybe he's a medical doctor, he's a pharmacist, he's a pastor, he's a motivational speaker, or whatsoever. A time will come in his life that he will be able to break through. But you need to be thankful. Thank God for who God has given unto you. And as you pray and actually work very hard to support him, to support her, the two of you are going to get to a point where you'll be able to break through the way you want it to. You might not have the kind of money of Otedola or Dangote. It's possible for you to have the kind of money that will sustain you, that will make you to have peace. Small teeth, flat bump, body odor, giving head with it. We talk a lot of oh, wait. A guy is talking right now, they're talking about, oh, he's having a small breast, flat bottom, body odor, he's not good in giving head, he's biting the penis and all that. Oh, I know. We talk about that a lot. We do. We men talk about that and stuff. But today I want to actually just address ungrateful wives, women that are not grateful. Those are the ones I'm trying to address today. So they are not thankful to God, even though the man is actually working. The man is super hard working, trying to make ends to meet. I believe that you should thank God. I believe you should appreciate God for the kind of man that God has created uh, and has, brought to your life, to be part of your life. Even though he's not there yet, but God is still working on him. And very soon he will get to that point where you will be able to look back and say, you know what, thank you, God. I see a lot of women, they were brought to the land of America by their husbands. And these men, they worked tirelessly. They drove taxis, for many years just because they want to bring you, to America, just because they want to bring you to the state for you to have a better life. And then you coming into state and you believe now you are King Kong after you become a registered nurse. You should be thankful to God for God using such a man. It's possible for him not to have money right now. It's possible for him not to have a good job. But the guy has actually got a kind of a brain of a businessman. He is not willing to work for nobody. He wants to work for himself. You need to give him credit for that. The little he was able to do, he was able to buy a ticket and file for you to come as a wife to join him in America. I think you should thank God for that. Appreciate him for that. And the beginning is so small, but don't despise it. Don't despise this little beginning. Continue to give him encouragement. Continue to love him. Continue to cherish him, and team up with him for him to get to where he's going. So many of our Nigerian men, they don't want to work for nobody. They just want to actually work for themselves. They want to be free, to be able to do what they want to do. So they are looking for a way to start a business or the other. And I think women should appreciate such kind of people who are very hardworking and doing well. They're doing well. And they're doing well. You know. Let me read this comment. They stop us like hell, messes up with direction. It's not by force if someone can do it, but be terrible and gentle when not terrible and aggressive. Okay. All right. So they need to, you women need to appreciate this man. They're doing a good job. they're working tirelessly to be able to, they were able to bring you here in the first place for you to come and actually help them to get to where they couldn't get to. Your responsibility is to come over and become the helpmate, be able to help them to get to where they couldn't get to by themselves. And God has brought you in, and you are now a registered nurse. And this is now the time now to you team up with the man and then be able to get him to his destination, influence him, affect him, encourage him, advise him, and show him through example and take your place in his life to get to the point where you're supposed to get to. That's your responsibility as a wife. Ungrateful wives will not thank God for the mother who gave back to their husbands. I can tell you, I can tell you that it is true that uh, 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 some mother-in-laws can be pain in the butt. All right, some of them are crazy like that. Many of them are not educated, and the way they relate with you is actually not right at all. And you're expecting your husband to say something or whatever. You see, one funny thing about women is that so many times we ignore a lot of things we believe is not a big deal. We're going to tell you it's not a big deal. And because we don't see it to be a big deal. But it's a big deal to you because you're looking for a supporter. Because you're looking for a supporter. You're looking for someone that can support you and stand by you and say, you know what? Yeah, I have your back. Nobody can talk to you anyhow. But we men don't see a lot of things to be, important. We overlook a lot of things, things that we're not supposed to overlook because we don't flow like the way you guys flow. We don't think the way you guys think. We think differently. There are certain things that we don't hold on to. It's just like myself right now. If I decide to buy something right now, my wife will say, "Oh, let's take it back." I don't want to take it back. I want to keep it inside in case I'm gonna use it again and stuff. They cheated you. It's supposed to be $5, but you bought it for $5.50. The 50 cent don't bother me. Hello, excuse me. Can you just leave me alone? The 5 cent is not bothering me at all. It's just only 5 cents. All right. If I go out right now and jump in my car and I drive back to the store, return the stuff, and go to your store and buy it for $5, I must have. It's possible for me to have lost almost about another $5 in gas, in time, in whatever. Leave me alone to enjoy my 5 cents. I don't care if they scam me on 5 cents. I'm fine. Women don't care. We don't really care about the 5 cents or $10 or whatever. It's only women that will want to return it back. Let's take it back. Why do we have to take it back? We don't have to take it back nowhere. So we don't think like you. We don't think like you. We just want to have peace. We think differently. And if you don't understand a man, you continue to fight him. You will continue to fight a man if you don't understand a man. You continue to fight him and fight him and fight him. Personally, when I go to the store, I go purposely because of one thing, and I calculate that one thing, and I go for that one thing, and that's the one thing I'm going to buy when I go to the store. Try me, send me to the store, 30 minutes, I'm back. Send the woman to the store. In the next 3 hours, you're still expecting her to be back at home. Where is she? I don't know. She's just gone. Just totally gone. All right. So, and sometimes mother-in-laws are crazy. But we need to thank God because it's not the mother-in-law you got married to. You got married to a man that is actually protective of you. You got married to a man that is standing by you, helping you to achieve great things in life and all that. Just be thankful for that man. Don't judge him based on the reaction of his mother. Don't judge him based on the reaction of his brothers and sisters, and don't judge him based on his own. Judge him based on his own reaction, his own love, the way he loves you, the way he cares about you. That's what you should judge him with. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot of stuff to say, but because I've wasted your time by talking about the CAC people, I have to go right now. I need to go right now. I need to go right now because I have a session by 11. So I need to go get ready and prepared. Um, I will come back with the part two of The Ungrateful Wife is a Killer. I'm going a long, long, long way. It's a long way. I believe, I will be able to get there very soon. But for now, I just want to let you guys go face your job, go and work and make some money. Make some money because Christmas is coming, New Year is coming, and you guys will need to make money. You need to make a lot of money for Christmas to buy gifts for your kids, your husband, your wife, and people that you know. So I want to let you go ahead and just do that. Go ahead and face your job. When I'm done, I will come back later tomorrow by the grace of God, and I'm going to do a part B of this ungrateful wife. I'm going a long way. I'm going a long, long way. And I'm going to come back and talk about blowjob too. It seems like John Anthony started talking about blowjob. I'm going to teach you guys. I'm going to talk about the blowjob, how you need to do it in a godly way. Is there a godly way to do blowjob? It's the same way, Joe. Come on, man. Don't lie to yourself. Blowjob is blowjob, man. Come on. All right. So God bless everybody. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Ido Popola. I love you. Come on. Ido Popola, I just love you so much. I went on your Instagram yesterday. I didn't know I didn't know it was you in the first place, but I stumbled on one of your pictures. I was like, oh my God, this is Ido Popola. Yeah. Beautiful woman. I was like, olórí burúkú wo ló dé kí wọ́n ọmọ yìí máa wà? Oh, you are just alone, but ọlọ́run ọba ń gbọ́. Àwọn boys ò ríran rárá. These boys are not, they are not reruns at all. Me, màá ti mú ẹ mọ́lẹ̀ tipẹ́ màá ti fún ẹ lóyún ìbẹ̀ wá oyún ìbẹ̀ jọ wàá lóyún every week oyún ni màá máa fún ẹ lóyún every week màá máa ṣínà bolẹ̀ ní gbàgbàgbà. Ṣọlá tell you what's up, my dear sister. God bless you. Thank you very much. Everybody have a beautiful day. Beautiful Thursday, and tomorrow is Friday. By the grace of God, we're going to be celebrating by the grace of God. Have a beautiful day. Thank you, everybody. You know who you. Oh man. Mm. All right, you know. Olúwájú wọn lọ Mọ́táyọ̀ Mama Cucumber. You have collected a new name today. Mama Cucumber. Mama Cucumber Azel. All right, everybody. Thank you very much. I love you guys very much. God bless you. I'll see you guys later. Bye.